For centuries, the Gurukul represented the pinnacle of learning. Today, that tradition goes digital.
The world often assumes that artificial intelligence is a purely modern technological revolution. Yet India possesses one of the world's oldest and richest knowledge traditions, spanning philosophy, mathematics, medicine, linguistics, ecology, and education. In the 21st century, a powerful question emerges. Can artificial intelligence help revive, protect, and advance this civilizational wisdom? This documentary explores how artificial intelligence can actively promote, preserve, and propagate Indian knowledge systems in the 21st century. Because before artificial intelligence, there was ancient intelligence. More than 2,500 years ago, the Sanskrit grammarian Panini composed the Ashtadhyayi, a structured system of nearly 4,000 concise rules governing language formation. This was not merely grammar. It was a generative, rule-based framework, systematic, logical, and precise. Similarly, classical Indian schools of logic, such as Nyaya, developed structured theories of reasoning. Inference and validation of knowledge. These traditions reveal that algorithmic thinking, rule-based, structured, analytical thought, was deeply embedded in Indian intellectual history. Today, AI uses algorithms. Yesterday, India used sutras. India holds one of the largest manuscript traditions in the world. The Asiatic Society alone preserves tens of thousands of rare manuscripts. Across the country, countless texts written on palm leaves and birch bark remain vulnerable to decay. Knowledge that is not preserved is knowledge that disappears. Here, artificial intelligence becomes a powerful ally. The Center for Development of Advanced Computing is developing AI-assisted optical character recognition systems to digitize ancient scripts. The traditional knowledge. Digital library has transformed thousands of classical Ayurvedic formulations into searchable digital formats, protecting them from misappropriation. Through digitization, indexing, and machine learning, AI ensures that Indian knowledge systems are not confined to archives, but made globally accessible. This is promotion through preservation. Indian knowledge systems were inherently multidisciplinary. The mathematician and astronomer Aryabhata, in his work Aryabhatiya, integrated mathematical precision with astronomical observation. Disciplines were interconnected: grammar, logic, medicine, mathematics, cosmology. Today, AI contributes to the modernization of traditional sciences. In emerging areas like aerogenomics, machine learning tools analyze genetic and health data, to explore correlations with classical Ayurvedic concepts of constitution and balance. This does not replace tradition. It validates, expands, and scientifically engages with it. This is promotion through innovation. Indian education was historically holistic and dialogic. The Upanishads present knowledge as a dialogue between teacher and student, inquiry-based and reflective. The pedagogical sequence of Shravana, listening, Manana, reflection, Nididhyasana, deep internalization represents a structured cognitive progression, comparable to modern constructivist learning models. Education in the Gurukul system aimed at intellectual growth, ethical refinement, physical discipline, and spiritual awareness. Today, the National Education Policy 2020 emphasizes integrating Indian knowledge systems into higher education and encourages multidisciplinary learning, supported by technology. Artificial intelligence can personalize learning pathways, translate classical texts, create interactive knowledge platforms, and make IKS accessible to students worldwide. This is promotion through pedagogy. AI can handle data. Teachers cultivate wisdom. Together, they can create a digital Gurukul. Ancient Indian universities were centers of international learning. The historic Nalanda University attracted students from across Asia, China, Korea, Tibet, and Central Asia. Knowledge crossed linguistic and cultural boundaries. Today, AI-powered translation systems and digital platforms can make Sanskrit texts and regional knowledge traditions accessible globally. Promotion of IKS in the 21st century requires inclusivity, ensuring linguistic diversity and cultural representation in digital knowledge systems. AI can democratize access. Promotion is not merely about visibility, it is about responsibility. In an age of data extraction and digital dominance, there is a risk of cultural homogenization. Indian knowledge systems offer an ethical compass through the principle of Dharma. Balance, duty, and moral responsibility. Artificial intelligence has computational power, but it does not inherently possess ethical judgment. When AI development integrates ethical insights rooted in civilizational philosophies, it moves beyond efficiency toward responsibility. The promotion of IKS through AI must therefore be ethical, respectful, and context-sensitive. Artificial intelligence can process data. Indian knowledge systems cultivate wisdom. When data meets wisdom, civilization progresses.